Welcome back to the Irish Loaf channel, quality baked videos just for you. So, I have a few friends here and there. Some of them are insiders in the film industry, and they've been feeding me little bits here and there. They shouldn't be doing it, but anyway, here we go. I think you're going to like it. A long running British spy franchise reintroduces its hero for a modern era by making the central conflict internal as well as external. The mission is still the mission: rooftop chases, firefights, fast cars, and the occasional leap that should break a human body. But the hero's body is no longer an infinite resource. He's still elite, still capable, still fearless. He also has decades of accumulated damage, chronic alcohol use, heavy smoking, sleep deprivation, head trauma, and untreated stress. The studio's hook is blunt. The hero can keep surviving bullets and buildings, but he cannot outrun physiology. The villain is time. Basically, what's happening is I've been getting little snippets of how they're going to be going ahead with this British spy franchise's new universe. You know, there's a lot of myth versus mortality, how the legend cannot exist in the human body forever, you know, addiction as an operational risk, an intelligence liability, institutional exploitation, a system that celebrates self sacrifice until it breaks the person, and the cost of invulnerability. The bill comes due whether or not the mission is complete. Okay, so first movie on the list, there's the poster. Hangovers Are Forever. A diamond smuggling trail drags our hero from Europe to Las Vegas, where he wakes up with a head like a drop pie and a hotel room that looks like a forensics training exercise. By nightfall, he's steaming, takes out a live roulette table like a human wrecking ball, and then gets turfed out. Naturally, he celebrates by dancing on the casino owner's car bonnet, sloshing martini everywhere like it's an irrigation project. That's Hangovers Are Forever. Would I watch that? I surely would. Gosh, yeah, that sounds exciting now, you know? Jeez, that's a spy movie I'd watch, alright. That's the first one on the list. There's more of them. Blunderfall. Stolen barrels of Guinness put the world at risk, so our hero heads to Nassau to hunt the culprit, Drinko, before catastrophe. Unfortunately, he gets absolutely leathered on champagne and martinis, then topples over the side of a cruise ship while trying to chat up women through a haze of beer goggles and delusion. The bad guys don't even need henchmen. Gravity does it for them. Gravity's the villain there. Ho ho ho. That's some villain, that Gravity. We all have experiences there, don't we? Movie number 3. Live and Let Liver. Our hero goes undercover in a dialysis unit to flush out a Soviet spy swapping secrets with a nurse. But after a quiet one turns into him getting paralytic, he staggers home for a midnight MasterChef meltdown. Tea bags in a frying pan, frozen dinner still botched in the oven, toast cremated beans everywhere, and him passed out on the counter like a washed up statue. I'd watch that, Live and Let Liver. That'd be a good one, alright. Check that out. Ah, this is one of my favourites. The man with the swollen gums, marked for death by a master assassin, scary fishmonger. Our scurvy-riddled hero tries to recover from a night on Bucksfast, only to stabilise with Thunderbird bum wine all day. He comes to at 1 a.m. fully clothed in the shower, utterly toasted, with no idea how he got there, why there's a sock in the sink, or why he smells like a pub carpet. I'd want to be watching that. I look forward to watching that. Here's another one on the list. This is something else altogether. The Friggin Daylight. Mysterious death rays from outer space force our hero into hiding after he gets targeted one morning. He realizes he can only operate at night and sets off to find the culprits, but ends up scrapping with a robot with a bright head while mortal. Later, he's found completely obliterated on a park bench, woken by police officers who absolutely do not believe his "I'm being hunted by space lasers" story. Next on the list, here's a good one. BloodshotEye. When a former drinking buddy gives up the booze and tries to make our hero stop, it sparks a spiral. Rather than face sobriety, he sprints from invention to invention, all while sporting the classic red rim haunted stare of a man who's been living on nicotine and regret since 1987. BloodshotEye. Wow, that's quite the title, ain't it? Jeez, that'd draw you alright to want to watch that movie. The spy who needed therapy. Instead of teaming up with a Ukrainian agent to investigate missing satellites and a billionaire villain, our hero attempts cold turkey solo and immediately starts seeing clones of the billionaire villain. This ends up with him trying to rip Santa's beard off in the street because he's convinced it's one of them clones in disguise. Everyone watches. No one helps. The CCTV footage becomes legend. That's going on my list. That could be a good Christmas movie now to watch. What else is there? Oh yeah, this one. This one drink is not enough. Signed to protect a brewery heiress, our hero collapses at a house party. Guests treat him like a community art project. Marker pen mustache, nonsense doodles, humiliating photos, and a serious debate about shaving an eyebrow off for continuity. So that's one drink is not enough. Next on the list. From Russia with kidney failure. Spirits. Spirits uses a tempting deflection to lure our hero into a total dive bar. Proper sticky floors, despair on tap. He gets mullered, then robbed by a hooker who nicks his wallet, his gun, and what remains of his dignity, while the barman looks on like he's watching a nature documentary. That sounds like a tough one, alright, for our hero. BrownFingers. Our hero is forced to smoke 60 cigarettes a day before the evil Dr. Killjoy steps in. That evening he drives the company car into a crash barrier, gets dragged out still insisting he's fine, fails a breath test because he keeps trying to drink from the straw like it's a cocktail garnish. That's BrownFingers. That could be a winner, that one now. Academy Awards there and everything. Next on the list. No Time to Detox. Spirits resurfaces and a biological crisis escalates, forcing him back into a wheelchair for a final confrontation with his therapist. The villain's master plan: make him drink water, eat a vegetable now and again, and see how he feels. Our hero chooses violence. Oh, oh, oh. That sounds like a rough one, alright. And finally on the list, big spoiler here. The title, Doctor No More. Bond dies. Evil guys and hookers attend. Someone raises a glass. Someone sells the coffin upgrades. The only thing shaking is the horse suspension. Yeah, definitely looking forward to all of that. So, signing off, the Irish Loaf says, have a nice day, you and yours. See you next time. Like and subscribe, maybe, if you want. You don't have to, but you can if you want. Go on.